What's up, motherfuckers? Welcome to the Gonzo Sports Room. We have 3 Gonzos in the room tonight and 1 Lipscomb.
One Lipscomb.
Go ahead.
Guess the majority is the minority tonight.
We have Steve in here tonight. We
up,
also
y'all?
have Brandon, who's his first time in here. He's also a Gonzalez. And then we have Matt. His first time here. He's the Lipscomb.
Yes, sir.
How you doing today, Steve?
Oh, I'm doing good, man. Happy to be on here doing another podcast. It's been a good day. Weather's changing. It feels good, man. How you guys doing?
Feeling great.
Hell yeah.
Doing pretty good. I was a little upset to see Stevie's former slave master get beat. The UFC fights. Casey Kenny got lost. But, you know, it
I
hurts.
want that rematch. I'm calling Casey Kenny out right now. You don't want it, boy. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, now, that was a good fight, though.
It was
That
an
a
excellent
good
fight.
He looked like he belonged there, man.
But you can ask Stevie, what was it, Tuesday or Wednesday we were talking, and I said that I thought what was going to hurt Kenny was his stamina, because the other 2 times I saw him, the last fight before that, when it went 3 periods, he got tired.
Yeah, I think it helped. It definitely was in Cruz's favor that it was a 3-round fight. I think that for sure.
But I thought it was close, so I thought Kenny looked good.
Yeah, I thought Kenny looked really good the first 2 rounds. I think kind of what cost him and the reason he kind of blew up in the 3rd round was because he tried to hold on to that guillotine choke for too long in the 2nd round.
Yeah,
He
his
blew
arms were dead.
out. Yep.
Cruz got a different style of fighting too. Anyway,
Cruz
it's
is
more awkward. Like
It's hard to hit.
it's hard. Exactly, hard to hit.
His footwork, dude. He has like the best
It's
footwork
amazing.
I've ever seen in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, his footwork is crazy.
You can't hit him square. If you do hit him, it's usually you're grazing him.
And the 3-round thing definitely worked in Cruz's favor. Cruz has been in nothing but 5-round fights forever.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, for the last 10 years, all 5-round
Yeah,
fights.
even he had that 3-year layoff when he came back. It was a 5-round fight, title fight.
It was a big fight for Cruz. That's why I put my money on Cruz, just because if he would have lost this fight, I mean, what would his career look like? You know what I mean?
Oh, they would all be
Where
talking
is
about
the career
retirement.
going for both
Right,
of
they
them?
would be-
Everybody be saying he's going to retire.
Where's the career going for both of them? Where's
Well, I actually think Kenny's stock got elevated a little bit.
Oh, I
because
do
he went in
too.
there with a former champ and competed. Looked good.
Yeah, I think he'll get another top guy.
Yeah.
Not real top, but maybe
Yeah.
10th or 11th ranked guy or something.
Kenny's got a lot of upside.
Think Cruz will get like a 3rd or 4th ranked guy?
Cruz will definitely go up into the top 10. I don't think they'll want to move him straight into the title picture
I think-
again.
Yeah,
because
I
he
think
just
he at
fought
least
for the
one more-
title like 3 times.
I think
in a
he'd have
row.
to at least win one more fight.
maybe 2.
1 or 2 probably.
And if I'm Cruz, I'm shooting for a co-main event for that 3-round fight again. Because like I said, I think that works in his favor.
Definitely. Cruz can fight a 3-round fight like it's nothing. Not even be out of breath. Kenny looked like he was getting tired in that fight.
Yeah, but I agree with what Brandon said. I think he wore himself out trying that chokehold, that guillotine.
Yeah.
And once your arms get dead, dude, them punches look like they're in slow motion.
Yeah, it reminded me of that famous Chris Gonzalez fight at the fairgrounds.
Yeah.
Shit. I got in there and fought a dude as big as Brandon. I weighed 123, supposed to be fighting 138. I've been drinking since like 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
I can't believe you did that, dude. I'd have did anything to
dude,
see that. I'd have did anything to see it.
Well, they went and got me shorts and shit. I quit drinking, started drinking Coke. And we went upstairs, and I changed.
Started drinking Coke.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why I didn't drink water.
Just put
But
a
anyway,
cigarette out.
We're upstairs in this room, and I'm getting warmed up. They said, okay, some music comes on, and it was him coming out, but I couldn't see him because there was a big fucking backboard from like a basketball goal when you walked out of that room. So they play my music, and I'm walking down the stairs, and I look up in the cage, dude.
Get Chris feel the
And
floor
this
shaking.
motherfucker, Brandon size, so he's about 155, 160 pounds. Talking about he was 138. But I'm thinking, I'm walking to the cage. You know what I mean? Music's on, everybody's looking at me. I was like, well, I got to fight the motherfucker now, or I'm going to look like a little bitch. So I get in there, dude. I had boxers on. They bring me a cup. I didn't have a jock strap or nothing. So me and my Uncle Steve, which is these two's dad, we went in the bathroom and we switched underwear. I took his underwear. He had some fucking whitey tighties.
Dad known for wearing the whitey tighty.
Hey, I put them motherfuckers on, put on the MMA short, shoved that cup in there. We're fighting, middle of the fight, the fucking cup falls out.
Oh, shit.
I said, oh, that's mine. I put it back in. We started fighting again. Dude, I had no business being there. First round, I tried to take him down. We kept bouncing off the cage, and he got me down and had my back, and I was fucking like balled up, almost in the fucking fetal position. He elbowed me 3 times on my fucking ear. Hurt like a motherfucker. But I felt him go up again. I'm like, you're not doing that shit again. So I turned into him, got a single leg, and I got my hips under me. I picked him up, slammed him, got him in the rear neck of choke, and the fucking bell went off for the end of the first round. I was dead, dude. I rolled over, and I was laying there. And
Chris said, "Hand me a cigarette."
I need a cigarette right now.
dude, like right,
It's over. Throw in the towel.
yeah, like right here beside, on the other side of the cage was my Uncle Steve and this guy I worked with when I was working at the prison, and they threw me a bottle of water. I'm still laying there. I didn't even get up. I was like leaned over a little bit, got a drink of water, threw it back to him. Ref, so you ready? I said, yeah. I stood up and they rang the bell. Well, my Uncle Steve was telling me in the corner the whole time. He said he knows you're going to shoot because that guy's coach was Steve Fritz. You two might not know him. I think Brandon might. He might be old enough to know him, but he was a wrestler for Southside. Well, he was running this like one of them MMA school things.
Yeah.
And he was this guy's coach, and he was telling that guy, he's a wrestler, stay away from him. So getting ready to start that second round, Steve goes, hey, he knows you're going to shoot. Fake a shot and punch him. So I go fake a shot, get ready to punch. Next thing I know, here comes a fucking head kick.
Oh, shit.
Well, I catch the leg and take him down, but I end up in a triangle choke. And I couldn't fucking breathe, but I circled out of it, blasted this motherfucker right in the nose, and looked at the ref and said, I'm done. They rang the fucking bell. I got the last hit in, so I'm done. They rang the bell. I got the fuck out of there, dude. My buddy was waiting in the cage side, handing me a beer.
Handed him a beer,
But dude, I was so fucking hot. So I went outside. This is like in November here in Indiana. It was cold as fuck. And I'm sitting outside in nothing but them fucking MMA shorts and a beer sitting beside me. I still felt like 100 degrees. Finally, I cooled off, went and changed, watched the rest of. Cause I was like the third, fourth fight of the night. There was still a bunch of fights to watch. So we watched all the fights. Hell, we ended up going to a bar. After that, I woke up next day. My neck was purple, my ear was purple. I couldn't hardly turn my head. It was fun, though.
Moral of the story, people, is Indiana MMA has come a long way, and I think Casey Kenny has proved that.
Casey Kenny's representing.
And also the other moral is don't get drunk and get in the fucking cage.
No.
Paulo Costa did that recently. I seen that he come out and said he was drunk before he fought Israel Adesanya.
Well, I guess that was.
He was drunk?
According to Cruz, that one referee's fight's drunk.
Yeah, Paulo Costa actually came out and said that he drank a bottle of wine the night before he fought Israel Adesanya because he couldn't go to sleep. And I'm like, dude, it's been 6 months, brother. Let it go.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
No, half of it.
He's not ready for Adesanya.
No.
Adesanya's confidence is gone now. I'm just playing.
What do you think of that Sterling fight?
Ooh, that knee.
With that knee, and he got
That was
disqualified.
intentional.
Supposedly the coaches were yelling to do it.
Yeah, that's what got him disqualified.
That's crazy that coaches would tell somebody to do an
and when
illegal
the referee
hit,
saying
illegal
he's down,
knee.
when the referee even saying he's down,
was
he's
pointing
down.
at him saying
Yeah.
he's a downed opponent, don't do it, and he did it anyway. Yeah.
I wonder what was going through his head, man.
He yelled kick in wrestling.
Well, you're winning the fight. Why do you
or
do
whatever.
Well, what he was saying at the post-fight press conference was that he was too busy focusing on his hands and not his knees. And when he lifted his hand off the mat, that's when he threw the knee, but his knee was still down.
that? Oh, okay.
And that's what he was saying. He said it was his fault because he kept focusing on his hands and not his knees.
Yeah.
So
I could see doing it in the moment, when you're fighting. I mean, but I just can't believe. I mean, he had that match won, dude. Sterling didn't stand a chance. He'll get the belt back.
and Sterling might make adjustments.
I was
too.
gonna say it might be a
never
better.
know.
He's gotta
fight.
make some
It might be a
adjustments.
little better fight next time.
Yeah,
He's got to get stronger or something because
the other dude was bullying him,
he was having his way with
especially after the first round. He was just putting it on him.
What
it.
do you think about that?
I had money on Sterling.
What about the main event, Adesanya and?
Blachowicz. Yeah,
Once I seen him in the cage together, I was like, oh, shit.
Blachowicz, I think he just doesn't get enough credit because he didn't really start coming into his own until he was in his mid-30s. So
Right.
people overlook him, and they think it's like this miracle run, and he's just like, it ain't no miracle run.
It's
I'm
not a
proving you
miracle
wrong.
run.
The only problem I have with Jan Blachowicz is the dude's too nice after his fights. Like, I'm WWE Chael Sonnen this stuff. Like, you want... Don't say, oh, I'd like to fight John Jones, maybe. I'd appreciate that fight.
Yeah, talk some fucking shit.
Dude, if he would have came off and been like, yeah, on a side, that was easy work.
Be like Conor McGregor. I'm gonna take this time to apologize to absolutely fucking nobody.
I was like, John Jones,
Talk some shit.
I just took out your garbage for you. Come out in the street, bitch. I'm here waiting.
I know John Jones shouldn't be worrying about fucking fighting Adesanya. Shit. He should be worrying about fighting that big motherfucker, dude.
Yeah.
He's going up to heavyweight though, ain't he?
Yep. Yeah, moving up there, fighting the Stipe and Ngannou winner. That's what I hear.
That's what John Jones
I don't.
is
Yeah,
doing.
what do you think? You think he can beat Stipe if Stipe wins?
It's hard to say, man. Heavyweight's a different beast.
It's exactly. Look what happened to Adesanya when he moved up. It's just like that size difference, man.
Stipe has a pretty good
I thought he
chin,
looked
dude.
pretty good though, moving up.
Yeah, he did.
I thought he looked
The
The
good.
difference between Adesanya is Jones has got way better takedown defense.
Well, and
That's-
on top of it, Jones has a bigger frame, and also Jones could probably get to 240 comfortably.
Fuck,
Right.
how long is that motherfucker's arms?
He has an 84.5-inch reach.
Holy shit.
That's insane.
That's
He has
insane.
probably about a 5 to 10 inch reach advantage on it. Most people he fights.
Yeah, most of them. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I think they were
It
saying
is
there's
crazy.
only one fighter that had an 84-inch reach, and I think it was that Stefan Struve, who was that
Oh yeah, real
7
tall
foot
dude.
heavyweight or however tall he was.
I used to fight with him in the old UFC game.
Oh, if I say you used to fight with Stefan Struve?
Yeah, I used to knock his ass out in the gym every day.
Hell, you also used to play that game all the
Oh,
time.
yeah, that was a good game.
I remember when Stevie was playing with my buddy Anthony one time, and Anthony dropped Stevie like 8 times in that game. Stevie gets up and hits him with one head kick and knocks Anthony out.
Talking shit.
Yeah, this dude threw the controller across the room. I was like, God.
You talking about Higa?
Yeah,
Oh
Higa.
yeah, I remember that shit.
Was that when you lived over here?
No, this was when I was home on leave.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember one night Higa was over
Yeah.
here and they were playing, what was it, Call of Duty or something that you guys were playing
Oh,
down in the
yeah.
basement?
Yep.
Brandon used to be a troll on Call of Duty.
He used to try. He used to try.
He was good at that shit.
Whole team should have disconnected.
The whole team should have disconnected. That's what we tell him now.
That's what we tell them now. Every time we win, your whole team should have disconnected.
Oh God.
What'd you think of the women's title fight, Nunes and that, what was it, Anderson?
Was that even a fight?
I wouldn't consider it.
Well, I don't even know if that was a fight, dude.
Dude, what are they going to do? Who's Nunes going to fight next?
I think what they need to do is give her like a 2-year break, let some contenders come up or something, because
Yes.
there's nobody
They've
there
got to
for her.
find somebody. Somebody somewhere's got to be.
The only other person that could legitimately do anything against her is Chris Cyborg, and that's never going to happen ever again after that crap she pulled.
What weight is she at?
It was 145. They already fought though, and
Why
Nunes
don't-
knocked her out in a minute. But
I think they need to put her in like the 125 or 135 men's division. I think she would knock some of
Hey,
the motherfuckers out. At
I think they should give her a
125.
20-pound allowance.
I think if she let her fight at one,
And throw her in with
let her
the
weigh
men.
140 and fight at
She'll knock
125.
one of them little motherfuckers.
And I think she'll knock some of them 125 pounders out.
Give her the worst guy in the 125-pound weight class.
I heard Henry Cejudo's looking for a big fight, but he retired. He said he'd come back, show him the money. That's a money fight.
Who knows?
Probably make the most money a fight ever.
Yeah.
If they really put a girl out there to fight a guy,
Oh,
it
hell
would.
no.
Dude, you'd
like,
have-
shit would go berserk.
Dude, you'd have,
You just gotta say
you'd
it.
have women's groups out there with fucking picketed and shit.
Well, how though? All she has to say is I identify as a man, and what can they say?
Well,
Because
nothing.
they
They'd be on her side. Well, she said I
then she'd have
identified as
everybody
a
on
man.
her side.
Yeah, and then she said
Yeah, that
I
would-
want to fight men and I identify as a man. If the UFC said no, they'd be all over
Right.
the UFC. Be the opposite.
you can't win, or it's a win-win if she says that. She could fight some men, and
Yeah, they don't have nobody there right now in the women's at all that can compete with her.
she's in a whole nother league, dude.
And the thing is, like everybody that's ranked in the top 5 of both divisions, she's basically beat them. I mean, there's nobody really ranked at 45, but 35, she's beat all the top people, every one of them.
I thought that she might have trouble with that girl. That girl was big, man.
Well-
but it was nothing.
Well, let's not forget the girl who's the 125-pound champ, that Valentina Shevchanko. She fought Nunes twice at 35, and they were both really close fights. And then she went down to 125. Maybe that's the fight to make at 135. Let Shevchenko go for the champ thing, and then you got 2 champions going against each other.
I heard that. I heard someone said something about that.
And the last one was a split decision. A lot of people thought Shevchenko won. I mean, that was like 7 fights ago, but still.
Damn.
Yeah.
What about the NBA All-Star Game? You check any of that out this weekend?
Yeah, I watched the second half of it. That's about all I watched was like the actual LeBron versus Durant game.
I had to
And
watch
you already know who won. I mean, do we even have to say it?
the GOAT.
Dude,
The
that-
GOAT.
The GOAT.
I saw some highlights.
That's all he does is
were
win.
pulling up a half court.
Oh, Dame Lillard.
And then
Steph Curry
Yeah.
and Dame Lillard both half court. Dame's was a little deeper, but by a step or two, but they were both pretty deep.
Dame's was to win the game. His was to win the game. It's Dame time. Clutchest player in the NBA.
Then Curry won the 3-point contest.
That
Yeah.
Curry lit it up.
I mean,
He's lucky Dame wasn't in there.
Hey, Sabonis
Sabonis.
from the Pacers got some love in there.
Pacers,
Won
baby.
the skills challenge. He got second in it
Last year he got
year.
second. This year he won it.
moving on
At
up.
least we won something.
Cassie
It's
Stanley
not
got
looking good.
robbed. Everybody out there got robbed.
Cassius Stanley did get robbed.
Yeah, it was a screw.
Best dunk of the night. Lowest score.
I didn't see any of the dunk contests. I was watching
They did a
AEW
little-
wrestling pay-per-view.
They did it a little different. They did it. They only had 3 dunkers total, and they did it at the halftime between LeBron and the KD game. So it was during halftime, and like all 3 dunkers got 2 dunks, and then the final 2 just had 1 dunk apiece.
See, it was usually on Saturday night.
Yeah, and you actually had like
I thought
a good.
that's what I thought.
No, well, this year, because of the COVID regulations and stuff, that's what they're doing. That's why Indianapolis has got moved back to the 2024, I think, is when the All-Star is then, instead of this year. Right,
Kinda
because they
happy about
couldn't,
that.
because they can't sell the tickets and everything.
I
Like
wanna
trying
go.
to still
I'm
give them a
going down
chance.
there.
There was people
Yeah, we
that
got
were.
to be.
I was
there.
ready
I
to go there
gotta
this
be
year.
there.
I wanted to go this
There
year.
was people protesting that they didn't want to have it in Indiana, that we were too small of a market to host the All-Star game.
We have the Final Four here
Yeah.
every year, and it's a
We did
success.
fine on the Super Bowl.
Indianapolis is a great host city. The
Oh,
way it's set up, 'cause
Right.
You can walk everywhere.
Yep. And you have all the restaurants and bars that are so close
Hotels.
to Banker's Life. I always want to call it Conseco because it'll always be
Yeah.
Conseco to me.
That's what I always call it too.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think when we did fine on the Super Bowl. Now, mind you, we did get lucky with weather on the Super
You
Bowl.
couldn't ask for better
You know,
weather.
mid-February, we usually have snow and ice on the ground. It was in the mid-40s all week.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we got
And,
blessed.
and hardly no wind. It was
Yep.
nice.
Hell yeah. But I hope LeBron's there. I hope he's still playing in 2024 so I can see him. I got to see LeBron live one time.
I've seen LeBron live. I was in the second row right behind the
Yeah,
Cavaliers.
you told me
bench.
that.
Me, Jeff, and my dad.
Oh, nice.
How's it feel to see the GOAT live, Chris?
He ain't the GOAT.
The GOAT.
Goat.
Big Brian James.
Tell you what, though, them players are a lot bigger when you see them in person than
I bet.
what they look on TV.
I can't imagine.
Because even like
standing
Reggie Miller on TV, he don't look like that big of a dude, but you meet him in person.
Well, when you're watching them on
Damn,
TV, they're
motherfucker.
also standing beside people that
Yeah.
are all their same
Yeah.
size. So it's
Yeah.
comparative. They look all the
Yeah.
same. But it's like when I was in Ruby Falls, Tennessee, and I seen Hulk Hogan in real life. And I just walked by this dude. I'm like, "Who's that monster biker standing?" They're like, "No, that's Hulk Hogan." Yeah. Walk by him. I'm like, I almost fanboyed out.
That's like the
Almost.
only pro wrestler that I haven't got to see in my lifetime is Hulk Hogan. Every time we went to an event, we get there and it was always a sign: Hulk Hogan's not going to be here tonight. He was hurt or something. They give you a refund if you wanted, or you could just go ahead and go to the show. But never got to see Hulk Hogan.
I don't want to work tonight, brother.
I got to see The Undertaker.
Yeah, I
You
got
went
to
to that one too, didn't you? That was awesome.
I got to see the Undertaker. We went to SummerSlam. Me, Austin, and Dad, and watched Undertaker and Edge in a Hell in a Cell match.
Hell
Damn,
yeah.
that would have been something to see.
Taker choke slammed Edge through the ring. He went through the ring, and then he raised his hands up, and the ring caught on fire.
Oh, man.
Shit, it was cool. They
I
went
love
through the
pro
cage.
wrestling.
They went through the Hell in the Cell, knocked out one of the walls out of it. Shit, it was a real good. It was a real good SummerSlam. We're in the 10th row.
man.
We're like 10th row. Well, they have the seats on the floor, and then they have the regular seats at Banker's Life, and we was in the 10th row on the regular seats.
Was that 07? Oh, was it 2007 or 2008?
I think it was 2007.
Okay.
I know before wrestling, before I knew what wrestling was, I knew what WWE is and all that. I used to watch that when I was a kid, and I remember my dad coming up, you want to go to wrestling? And I was like, oh yeah. I'm thinking in my head, well, we're about to go watch Stone Cold Steve Austin or something. And sure enough, we show up to Southside and go into the wrestling room, and I started he's like, yeah, we're gonna wrestle, and I'm like, the hell is this?
Where's the ring at?
The setup.
Where's the ring? That's what I was looking for.
Have you listened to that new Kurt Angle podcast?
I haven't listened to it yet, but he was on a McAfee show like a week ago talking about that podcast.
So he has a new a podcast with Conrad Thompson now, and he talked about his first signing with the WWE, and I guess they came to him in 1996 right after he won the Olympics, and they offered him something like $500,000 a year for 10 years, and he turned it down, and he basically told them in the meeting, well, I can't ever lose because no one will ever believe it, so they basically walked out. Then he went back to them 2 years later in 98, and they offered him $52,000 a year for 5 years as like some kind of startup or something, and then he could work his way up. And he was talking about how much he regretted turning down that initial $500,000 a year. So I'm like, man, this dude cost himself.
Because he had thought about going to like UFC or
Why? Just because he couldn't lose?
Well, he had this mentality of, growing up, we were wrestlers.
Right.
And pro wrestling's the fake crap. You can't do that, blah, blah. Yeah. So Kurt Angle had that burned into his head.
In our kind of wrestling, you don't take no
shit. 500,000, I'm ready to get pinned. Shit.
Yeah, brother, you could tombstone me all day.
But how much money did he make from advertisements after he won the Olympics?
Yeah, but that only lasts for so long.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You remember when Brett
wrestling in the Olympics don't get promoted like the other sports, so you probably don't get near the advertising.
You get $1,000 a month stipend is what he said he got for being in the Olympics while he was training.
So you can train. They give you
$1,000 a month.
Dude, that's terrible.
That's terrible.
That's not current. That was 1996.
But back then, did that include like the room and board and food?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, well, ain't too bad. Basically, $1,000
you have a place
spending,
to live or whatever.
Yeah, basically $1,000 spending money a month.
Yeah, but some of those guys are in their 30s, man. If you got like a wife and kids, like how do you explain that to your wife and kids? Like, hey, honey, we're going to starve for the next 4 months.
Well, that's just like these lifers in minor league baseball. They don't make shit. I don't know how a lot of them play so many years in the minors because they don't make shit.
That's what I would hate about going to the MLB.
They might make 30,000 if they're lucky. On a lot of those teams.
Well, according to you, Stevie, Kyler Murray should have been there already.
He should have been there already. Kyler Murray's not playing in the NFL. He's tired of it.
What else? How many more years does he have left on his contract? 2?
I think 2 more years.
2 more, I believe.
I don't think he's going to sign another contract. I think he's going to leave and go play baseball. Or he's going to try to do both. He talked on McAfee's show that he wants to try to do both. Well, being a quarterback, it's going to be hard to play both sports.
Yeah, being a
Let
quarterback.
him do it, though.
Especially if he's like the franchise player, they won't let him.
Right.
Baseball needs something like that.
Dude, if he comes out and has an MVP season,
that's what
baseball
I'm saying.
needs
if he comes out
somebody
and has
like
an
that.
MVP season this year in the NFL, the Cardinals aren't going to let him go play baseball.
No.
At least figured him out, though.
Yeah.
But if he says he's not signing with you, do you sign him just because he says he wants to play baseball?
No. If he chooses not to sign, fucking find another player.
True.
I mean,
somebody else
I
sign him.
don't know.
dude, if you're paying your franchise quarterback what, $30 million a year, somewhere around
Something
there,
like
30,
that, yeah.
35. I think the top makes $35 million a year. I'm not going to let him go play in another sport and get hurt.
No. But if you were going to let him play in any other sport, it would probably be baseball.
Yeah,
I'm not saying anything against baseball players, but I know they get injured and whatnot, but it's not the same kind of injuries you get.
He'll be in the middle of a baseball season when like the off-season workouts and stuff starts for football.
Yeah, baseball's just too active.
I mean, I don't know.
They play 2-3 games a week. I think
I think it'd be good for baseball. It
would be good.
It'd get him some attention.
Like Deion Sanders done it back in the day, but he was a cornerback. You know what I mean? He wasn't a quarterback. Quarterback has to be, he has to know everything.
Yep.
I get what you're saying.
Deion was probably the last two sport one that was decent.
Bo Jackson. Yeah, Bo Jackson had it.
Got hurt.
Yeah. And got perfect example.
Once you do something like that, though, and you're good at both, I mean, that just makes you a next-level athlete. Like, people remember those type of players forever.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, people still talk about Bo Jackson and what he played for. 3 seasons, maybe?
Yeah.
And, I mean, that's what people remember most, you know? That dude was...
Hell, he was on commercials, a year
Every
ago
commercial.
For the Heisman. He was in Heisman commercials.
Damn,
we always forget to mute the phone.
I think I'm muted mine. Let me double check. I don't want y'all hearing Billy Ray Cyrus and shit.
I figured we'd hear some NWO Isn't that one?
Oh no, I changed it recently. Yeah, that's my alarm. That's my alarm
I was
clock.
gonna
It's
say.
the NWO theme.
Fucking Chris's son is the
Wait a
Edge
minute.
theme song
Uh-oh,
or something.
Might be some breaking news. According to NFL update, breaking, Cowboys have a long-term deal with QB Dak Prescott.
Wow.
34 minutes ago.
What?
And that NFL update is usually a pretty good source. I'm gonna check and see if I see him. Adam Schefter, Cowboys, and Dak Prescott have a deal.
Damn, they
Should have got Russell Wilson.
They have a lot more
Right
faith
here.
in him than I got.
Here, according to
Hell
Rappaport, full terms on the Dak Prescott contract: 4 years, $160 million,
Oh my.
up to $164 million with incentives. He has
$40
a no
million a year.
He has a no trade clause and a no tag provision, and the guarantee is $126 million. He's guaranteed $126 million,
Bro, $40 million a year.
and he has a
Hey,
no trade clause
you know
and a
what?
no tag provision.
Hey, good for.
Good for Dak.
Prescott.
Good
Good
Great
for Dak,
him.
especially coming off that injury.
Hey, this dude needs to give his managers or agents a raise or something.
Yes, he does.
It's good for him because if the Cowboys didn't sign him and he was a free agent on the market, I don't think he'd have got that kind of deal anywhere else.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I'd rather
No.
have him than
No.
Carson Wentz. So if the Colts want
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
to shake things up a
I
little
do
bit,
I don't know.
not.
I think Carson Wentz is going. I think Carson Wentz is going to do us
I'm
good.
hoping.
I'm
No,
tired of it.
I've
I'm
got his
tired
back,
of Indy.
brother.
I think Carson Wentz is going to come in
Why
and
does
play
Indy
good.
keep going for these washed quarterbacks?
That means
Washed.
You know what that means? That means they don't believe that Brissett's a starter, and either they don't believe Easton's going to be able to be a
I
starter,
feel like you
or
give
they-
Easton a shot.
or they think
Why
Easton,
you drafting?
or they think Easton needs another year or two to develop. One of the two.
throw him to the wolves, man.
What more better can you get him ready
You know what I
than put
think?
him out there in the
Here's
game?
what I think the Colts are getting ready to do. I think they're going to get rid of Brissett because they're not going to pay him $25 million a year again.
No.
He's not
I
going
like
to get that
Brissett,
anywhere.
but-
He's not going to get that anywhere. But I think what they're going to do, I think they're either going to bring in Ryan Fitzpatrick or Alex Smith to be the backup to Wentz.
Alex Smith, yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind that.
I think they're
I'll
going to bring
take either one of
'cause
them, dude.
Both them are older veteran quarterbacks that have been known to be good with like mentors to the younger guys in the room, like
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes. Hell, he even went out public and gave Alex Smith credit for his success he had in the first year because he said Smith taught him how to be a pro. And
How many years we got wins for?
I think he has still two or 3 years left on this contract
Yeah,
that he had with Philadelphia.
So I'm guessing 2 at least.
Yeah,
Season.
and we're not.
So
And we're
you think
pay-
we hold back?
and we're
Easton?
paying-
If you're trying to
and
develop him,
but
you
here's
think you
the
hold him
thing.
back 2-3 years?
Here's the thing: we're paying the same amount for Wentz as about what we paid for Rivers last year. So it ain't like we're paying.
We're not losing a lot.
Yeah, we didn't go up.
I
No, we have
honestly
the
felt like Rivers
Colts
would have been a better pick than Wentz.
Well,
though.
Rivers decided.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
which I-
Rivers has
yeah.
to retire to have 8 more kids.
We'd have probably kept him.
He's working on making a whole high school football team. He's going to Alabama coach football. He wants to have a whole team, but nothing.
That's all Alabama needs is a new feeder program.
A whole team of nothing but
He's
Rivers.
gonna have a whole team.
A whole team, nothing but Rivers. That's
Nothing
what he's
but
shooting
Rivers.
He's
for.
gonna have a baseball
What is that?
team. Each
Number
season, he's gonna have
45,
a
Rivers
team.
makes the tackle.
Am I
Number
wrong?
45, Rivers with the touchdown.
Rivers to Rivers for a touchdown.
Now, I might be wrong on this, but Alabama, they've won like 6 of the last 12 national titles in football. Is that right? They've won 6 in the last 12 years or something like that. 5 of the last 10.
I'm pretty sure.
Yes, they don't need any more feeder programs down there. You can spread that wealth out a little bit.
Yeah, I forget what high school it is, but he had already signed. Or
He wants
made a
top
deal
tier
with
talent.
them.
He said,
He
"I'm
made-
going where I can get some fucking players. I ain't playing with these little fucking pee wee league. I'm going down here to get the real deal." Fuck 'em.
No, dude, I think Wentz is going to be good. Him and that coach,
I hope.
him and that Doug
I
Peterson,
really
something
hope
was
he
going on. He
I
didn't get
think
along with him.
I think he's gonna have a decent year.
With
I
the
do.
line, yeah. He'll have a good year with the line.
I think, and he's got a lot to prove right now because teams are.
He's never had the offensive line like this or a defense.
I honestly
like
feel like
And-
he's gonna do just as good as what Phillip Rivers did this year.
I actually think if Marlon Mack comes back, Marlon Mack's back, right?
He's
There's no
a-
point to bring him.
Well,
back.
he's a free agent, so I don't know if they're
that's
going to
right.
re-sign him or not.
Yeah, I
They're
forgot.
probably not going to re-sign him after how good Taylor
I think
looked.
I think that kind of hurt the Colts this past year was not having Marlon Mack because.
Oh, if you have both them together,
I know because the running back they had this year, he really stepped up his game and he was running all over teams.
Yeah, he was a rookie too. So
I think we need
he's
to
on he's on a cheaper deal than what Mac is. So they're going.
I'd bring back.
I don't think
I'd
Mac's
bring
coming
back Mac and put Hines out
Put Nyheim Hines out in the slot.
That's
and
what I'm
stuff,
saying.
dude. He gets the ball in space. He's fucking tough.
Exactly. I don't know why. Because most of his possessions are dump passes to him, anyways. Because old ass Phillip Rivers couldn't throw the ball down the field. But
hey, I don't know how he threw a ball. Rivers is a good quarterback. I think he's a Hall of Famer, but I've never understood how he throws the football like that. I couldn't throw a fucking football 10 yards like that. It's like a fucking shot put.
Yep. He
But
did better than I thought he was going to do.
He was a good quarterback. He was a good quarterback.
He got better as the year or the season went on too.
And another thing that hurt him, he had that hurt toe. So that hurt. He couldn't move, and then that made it where he couldn't move even worse.
Yeah. I really wish we would have gotten Matthew Stafford though. Like I had.
That's who I
was hoping the Colts would go after.
They didn't even try hard to get him.
They said the Colts was right there to get him between the Colts and the Bears, and it looked like he was going to go to the Colts, and then the Rams came in over the top of everybody.
Oh, the Ursays made them try to get Stafford or something, and I was worried. We talked about it the whole last half of the season with Wentz. Please, I have to go wind up with Carson Wentz.
We've been saying that shit
every
all
Sunday
year.
when we was watching the games, we kept saying that Wentz
Frank
was going to be a quarterback.
He thinks it's 2017 again.
Well,
whatever year it was.
What was it? There's like 3 of the coaches on the team that used to be with Wentz in Philadelphia. Frank Reich and I guess a couple of the other assistants.
I hope, man. But last year.
I'm just saying, how's the rookie come in and just start dominating exactly, and then
that's what happened.
But it
to
didn't
Justin
work.
Herbert.
But it didn't work for him.
They put in Justin Herbert.
I would like to see Jacob Eason, see what he can do, because I watched him in college.
That's why I say,
he could sling
why
the rock.
we waste a draft pick especially if we're gonna take Carson Wentz? That's what I'm saying. Do you really push this kid back 3 years?
They must not think he's ready. Hell, they might give Wentz a shot this year, and if he's terrible, bring Eason next year. But if he's good, hey, that's just more that. Hell, Aaron Rodgers sat behind Brett Favre for 3 years?
Yeah, and it was the best thing that ever happened to Aaron Rodgers.
And Aaron Rodgers came in and started lighting it up.
Colts is a smart organization.
We have the 3rd most money available.
Right.
Yeah.
So, we have some money, we can make some moves.
I just think we need a really good.
We
need a wide receiver that's.
Yeah. And we need an edge rusher.
I think we've got some good wide receivers, but we just don't have that star wide receiver.
T.Y. is just going to go old.
Well,
he can't.
Hopefully they keep T.Y. He's a free agent.
I hope
I'd like
so
to
too.
just keep T.Y. because it at least draws some attention to.
If you keep T.Y.
because you can't leave him open.
And what's his name? That Pittman looked good this year. If you can keep T.Y. and then that Pittman step up a little
Paris
more.
comes back too.
If Paris can stay healthy.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what, that Mo Alley Cox played pretty good at tight end. And you know what you get from... damn it! The other tight end,
Doyle.
Doyle's always reliable, especially on third and short.
Yep.
In the backfield with Mack and Hines, and even now Wilkins is pretty good too. But I just think they need to move Hines more outside.
Yeah, I think we also
he's not.
have.
I don't think he's an up the middle runner. He's just not big enough. Taylor ran over.
Taylor trucking people the last half of the season, just trucking them.
Taylor's a beast.
Yeah, if we really had him and Mack in the back all the time, either one of them, and slotted Hines out, that would be.
But we need an edge rusher and a left tackle.
Mm-hmm.
And Chris Godwin.
Hey, I'd be honest. But if we
I'd take it too.
I was hoping we get J.J. Watt.
That's what I thought.
If you put J.J. Watt on the edge and you have DeForest Buckner in the
Cardinals?
Middle. Yeah.
What was he?
I honestly thought him and
he got like 6.
He wasn't going to get a better deal than that.
Like 15, 16 million a year.
Hey, you know me, man. I'm going whoever's paying me the most money.
At the end of your career, you know?
Exactly.
You got to.
But the Colts need an edge rusher to go with DeForest Buckner. They got a good linebacker in Darius Leonard. That dude's a fucking...
I thought he was going to go to Pittsburgh.
He's a fucking
That's where I wanted J.J. Watt, but I thought he was going to go to
That's where Pittsburgh. I figured he'd go.
I
thought he was going to go...
I figured he'd go play with his brothers.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the move. It shows some integrity, sports integrity going to Arizona. You know, he's not like
that franchise.
He's not like LeBron James going to a team just to win titles. So, you know... J.J. Watt gets that GOAT status.
You can't pull a poop
team. Didn't LeBron go to a poop team in Lakers and all of a sudden they just won a championship?
Yeah, after they brought in help.
They brought in help.
What? Who? AD that couldn't even make the playoffs without LeBron? Is that who the guy that couldn't even make the playoffs?
They've won one title, and it was the Bubble Bowl title. The asterisk.
Bubble Bowl.
LeBron has 3.5 titles in my book. The Bubble Bowl title doesn't count as a full title.
The Bubble Bowl.
I just know there's 4 rings that sit on they cover like this much of his hand.
Yeah, but if you look at that jewel
think
real
5
close on
is
that
coming.
4th one,
5,
it's got an
I don't
asterisk
know,
on it.
5.
Asterisk.
He might get 5, but he'll never
but
probably get 6
if-
because the
if-
Pacers are going to finish
but
it.
if you
Like
type
once we
it-
get Warren and
if you
Levert
type,
back.
if you type Michael Jordan in right here, it'll say 6-0.
Not 4 and 6 or 4, however LeBron.
6-0.
Damn.
What's Michael Jordan's playoff record?
Hey, and that was
I know what his NBA championship record
and
is.
that was 2 3-peats. That was 2.
What did Michael Jordan do before Scottie Pippen?
Hey, but that was 2 3-peats.
Losing the playoffs every year?
But they talk about
They 3-peated
but they talk about
twice.
LeBron needing 80.
Right.
They 3-peated
But
twice.
what did Jordan do without Pimpin though? That's the real and
Rodman.
what happened to the Bulls when Jordan left? They still did pretty damn good. How'd the teams do
for 1 year.
when
They did
LeBron
good
left?
for 1 year.
How'd the
after he
teams
left.
do when LeBron left?
That's all he was going.
Worst
was
teams in the NBA.
He was gone for 2. Well, 1.5.
1.5. That half year.
And then he came back.
He thought he was going to come. He thought
He
he was
got
going to
his
come
ass
back,
whooped.
and his thing that he said was, "I'm gonna start with the Pacers. That's the game I'm gonna come back on." He thought he was gonna demolish the Pacers, and
Bro,
Reggie
that's
put him in his place.
wrong
Reggie put him
game.
in his fucking
Put him in his
place.
place.
I loved it when Reggie caught a game and
Oh
shoved
my
by
God.
him, and he hit that step back jumper. That was a playoff
Oh,
game,
yeah.
wasn't it?
Yep.
Oh,
That was
In
that was
today's
in Game
league-
6.
Hey,
That was to go to Game
Reggie-
7.
Reggie
I'm
was-
taking
that was my
Reggie in
favorite
today's
player.
league
When I was
over
growing
Michael
up,
Jordan.
Reggie Miller was my
Shoot.
favorite player, dude.
Yeah.
Reggie Miller
When him
in
and
today's
Reggie Miller-
game.
When him and Spike Lee would go,
That was
down in New York.
legendary.
He'd give Spike Lee the choke side.
Put Reggie Miller in today's game
What did he score? Like 26 points in the
and
fourth
put
quarter.
him and Curry on the team.
He scored like 23 points
That's
in the fourth
Curry and Klay
quarter. or
Thompson.
something
I
to come
guarantee that's 20 years of just straight championships.
back. Dude, that game.
Curry and Clay.
Hey, that game, the Pacers owner went into his office, quit watching the game. Not owner, GM. And the other guy went up there and got him and said, "Hey, you got to come back here. We're about ready to win this game." We were down by like 10 or something. Reggie scored 23 points in the fourth quarter, brought him back to win the game. He had to come back out. He came back out to finish watching the last.
Reggie.
Man, I was so mad when I was little and the Pacers never took one down. I thought for sure we were going to upset the Bulls
honestly
last
feel
year.
like
Jordan was in the
the year-
league.
the
The Pacers are going to be like the
The year that Ron Artest and them
We're
all
like the
fought,
Cubs.
I
of the,
think the Pacers was going to win it
We
that
just
year.
can't get a ring.
I think Reggie would have got a ring that year if they wouldn't have had that fucking brawl in Detroit.
oh yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
We had a
We had a
fucking
tough
Pacers
team.
took
We had an
Bulls
MVP
to-
player in Jermaine O'Neal. You had
Well, we took.
Ron
the Bulls
Artest
to
that would have
seven.
been.
We
He
took
was the
Bulls to
best
7, didn't
defensive
we?
player in the
we
league
took
at that time.
Heat.
Yeah, we took LeBron to Game
we took
7, and we took
we took
Jordan
LeBron
to
to
Game
Game
7.
7.
Pacers just can't get over the hump, man.
And then 2000 we made the finals, but the Lakers was Shaq and Kobe, and they let Shaq throw Rick Smith around like a fucking rag doll.
Yes.
Damn it, man.
The referees wasn't called
Shaq.
shit.
Shaq was
Nothing.
Shaq was able to get away with a lot just because of his popularity and status back
yeah.
when he was young.
But
in his
dude,
younger years.
don't get me wrong. He, for as big as he was, that motherfucker was athletic as
Oh, yeah.
hell. He was a fucking monster.
Yeah, he was a monster.
Must be nice
feel-
to be that big. Just
He
to
might-
get the
honestly
ball.
feel like
Honestly, he might be-
Sabonis
To
could
be
beat
that
him.
athletic and that big, like
I
Shaq
know.
might be the most dominant.
unstoppable.
Crazy.
No, he might be the most dominating player there's been.
It's
Just like
Giannis.
that completely just dominant.
If
That's
Sabonis,
Giannis.
if,
Fuck out of here. Giannis is trash.
Giannis. Who the fuck
I'm not
thinks
gonna
he's
say he's
Giannis?
trash, but
Nah, he's not trash. He's
but-
good,
but he's no
he's
Shaq.
overrated. I don't care what anybody says.
all I know is if Sabonis would just learn to dunk, he would be the next Shaq.
Matt was the biggest Sabonis fan last year. Now he just hates him.
I mean, I don't hate him, but
Yeah.
when you overpower somebody like that and go down and then you just
Yeah.
kind of like try to draw a foul and flop and try to do a layup, like, no, you're the biggest dude on the court. You've done back this
He
dude
can-
down and like bully balled him, and then you're gonna do some like lollygag flopping, like
He does do
I
some
I
funny
don't
shit,
understand.
dude.
Like if you like he has some double doubles, but if you check his like field goal percentage, usually it's like you're 2 foot from the goal. You should be shooting better than 40%.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
from
If you're,
from that far.
if you're in the NBA, you should be shooting better than 40%. That's just my opinion, but I'm no basketball player myself.
well,
Mine's like 4%.
From mid range for sure, and from by the rim for sure. 3-pointers. I mean, he shoots some threes, but
last
he's not
year he did a little bit better. He was actually around like 70-80% around the rim.
Oh, Miles Turner's shooting the 3-ball pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Especially from that corner. Dude, you give him
He
that
shoots-
corner look. Him and
A lot of
Holiday, Justin Holiday. He
Dude,
gets that.
Justin Holiday, man.
He gets that corner look. It's go 9.
See, I don't see why we
How
didn't
about
have
7 out of 10? It's
I don't
going
know why
in.
we didn't get to have Doug McDermott or Justin Holiday in the 3-point competition. I thought
Yeah.
one of them, they've been
Yeah,
steady for the past 2 years.
And
Like,
they've both been shooting over 40%.
Exactly.
Even Brogdon's been shooting over 40% from the threes.
I think a lot of that goes with like location and popularity too.
Oh, yeah,
You know,
it does.
that's a factor. I mean, it's
Pacers
affecting
get
all
LeVert.
sports.
They get LeVert and Warren back. I think they're going to be a tough team.
They're going to be tough
They're
to
gonna be
beat.
they're going to be pretty deep.
I honestly think we need a power forward, like a good power forward, like a Aaron Gordon or a Blake Griffin or something, and then put Turner bring him off the bench as the center, like bring him off the bench.
There was a
Or
rumor.
bring him in when we need defensive anchor, and I think we would.
There was a rumor they were going to trade Miles Turner and get Kristaps Porzingis.
I don't want that.
He can't stay. He's
He's
good.
he's
but he can't
injury
stay
prone.
healthy.
Yeah.
All the time.
Honestly,
and he's
though,
inconsistent.
When he's healthy, he's tough.
Turner
as fuck.
for Porzingis?
I would do
I'm
it.
probably doing
I
that.
would do it, but just the only thing that worries me is if Porzingis getting hurt. But when he's
Prone.
healthy,
Right.
dude, when he's healthy, he's fucking.
He's
dominant.
good, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's way more offensively better than Turner.
Yeah, think about like him and Warren doing a pick and roll, or him and LeVert. I mean, dude, we'd be tough.
The only thing I'll give Turner is that
Turner blocks
the coach,
his defense.
the coaches
dude.
don't run the offense through him.
Yeah,
and-
that's true.
So when he does have a night that's 20 points, it's like, man,
Yeah. But why
I can see
Hey, I'm not
why,
gonna-
because it's like they
not
don't.
taking that away from him because his defense is fucking phenomenal. Leads the league in blocks and block for the last 2-3 seasons. He's led the league
I
in
just think
blocks.
they need to let him. I think they need to run a little bit more offense through him. Just because if not, then yeah, let's trade him. But you run no offense through him. It's
You
all.
just don't know if he's going to be aggressive or not. Going to the rim. He goes to the
He's
rim.
been pretty.
soft.
He's
doing better
been
this year.
driving.
He's
He's
been
been
doing
driving
better
the
this year.
ball.
He
and-
has to be more aggressive.
He's been doing better this year.
Yeah, and so that's why I'm like, we need to run just a little bit more.
I mean, he's only
offensively, but
like 24, right? So, I mean, he's still young, really.
What hurts the Pacers is the rebounding. They give up too many offensive rebounds. That and turnovers. Fuck, they'll have 10 turnovers in the first half of the game. It's like
That's why I can't watch as many
Most-
games I used to. I have a heart attack.
just like IU. Fuck, it's hard. It's hard to watch them play anymore. They turn the ball over fucking 13, 14
If
times a
IU
game.
just had a 25 game schedule where they just played
Like
Iowa
Iowa,
every
yeah.
game, we'd be 25-0.
How can we beat Iowa at home? Iowa's at home.
and then lose
beat them at home.
And then lose to Michigan State.
Right. Michigan State beat Michigan last
Yeah,
night.
and then lose to Rutgers. I mean, teams that you got to be able to beat. Yeah, Michigan State pulled up upset.
Beat Michigan yesterday.
After just was it the other day they, got whomped by him, turn around a few days later and lose to him. I'm like,
Yeah, Michigan is the team I think is going. I think they're having a deep run in the tournament, in the March Madness.
it's hard to say
Michigan-
this year, man.
Baylor and Gonzaga is definitely making a deep run.
Are you going to come over that first day for the March Madness so we can go live?
Oh yeah, 100%. That's not even a question, dude.
Yeah,
I'm ready to go
and
live
we're
for
gonna
that.
y'all gonna have to fill out a bracket here soon.
Oh yeah,
We'll
we're going
get
to fill
that
out a
set out.
bracket.
Yeah, we have to scan that bitch in so we have proof.
Yeah, show people our bracket when we get everyone right.
All right, I'm taking Gonzaga losing in the Sweet
Hey,
16
if
like
it-
they do every year.
Matt, when you get,
I'm kidding.
Matt,
Possible.
when you get off work, if you want to come over that day,
Yeah, I'll come through.
hell, there'll be games all.
Gonzaga
all
made it
day
to the
long.
Final Four.
I
Like,
know.
what was it, like last year or the year
I
before?
think it was the year before last, but
Yeah.
yeah.
'Cause I actually had them winning at one.
Who won it? Michigan. Who won it that year? Like the last NCAA tournament.
did win it that year.
Was it Michigan?
No, it was
Look it
Was
up
it
real
Virginia?
quick. Yeah,
Yeah, it was Virginia
because they got beat the first round the year before by UMBC,
Yep.
University of Maryland, Baltimore College, legendary.
fucking IU ain't gonna make the tournament.
Oh hell,
They
no.
better turn it up
They'll
right
be-
now. And
They'll be lucky
the
if they
only-
get invited to the NIT.
They ain't getting
The only
invited to
the only
NIT.
way that they're going there is if they step their game up right now and win
They're
the
go-
rest of the way out. They have to win out.
The
They're not-
only way I think they're gonna get in is if they win the Big Ten tournament.
Yep. That's the only way.
or make a deep run, and I think if they get second in it, I think they'll
Yeah,
still get
if they
in,
can,
but
if they can make the Big Ten championship game, they'll have a chance.
I don't see that.
I don't see it.
But
And I mean,
anything's possible.
maybe they'll play Iowa first round.
There's games where
That's the best bet. Best bet is play Iowa
there's
first
games where
round.
they'll score fucking 85 points, and then the next game they'll score 55. I mean,
Yep.
remember one game I told you, I think it was against Ohio State. I told you, hey,
Yeah,
IU's down by 26-25 at halftime. You only score fucking 25 points in a half.
Yeah, that's
That's terrible.
Yeah.
I think they need to get a new coach. This Archie Miller just, I don't know.
I heard Paul Gonzalez is looking for a job as the coach there. He coached us to victory at the bowling alley Thursday night. Shout out to you, Ben Smith.
Yeah, good bowling, Ben.
Charlie said he'd stay after next week and give you some lessons.
Charlie, dude, came in clutch.
You watch any of that golf this weekend?
Nah, I didn't check any out. I seen DeChambeau won. I can't believe that.
Fucking DeChambeau hits the ball like fucking Happy Gilmore. That motherfucker.
That dude,
boom! I mean, he swings so fucking hard, dude.
a couple tournaments ago, he couldn't even make the cut. Now he's winning the tournament. Like, he cost me a bet on that one because he didn't make the cut. DeChambeau.
His putting was good this weekend, man. He hits the fuck out of the ball.
Yeah. You don't trust a guy with Sham in his name?
Right.
Yeah.
I should have knew better. God. How you not make the cut and then next tournament win it? But that's golf, though.
Yeah, Tiger Woods probably won't ever play again, I don't think.
He said as long as he can heal all right, he thinks he'll be able to play again.
Coming back from all them back surgeries and now fucking major leg surgery.
Hey,
don't get me wrong.
Golf is a game, though, that you can play.
He plays.
Too,
I'm a big Tiger Woods fan. Always have been. I hope he plays.
I think he'll play just to play, not even really necessarily.
I want to see him catch Jack.
But he'll be just to play.
I want to see him catch Jack.
Well, and on top of that, the only time I ever lost respect for Tiger Woods was when he went on that apology tour for his situation.
Yeah, I apologize. You don't owe nobody an apology.
Yeah, sponsors, I get it, and you made the PGA look bad and all this story come out, but like, come on, man, like if I was him, I play into that heel roll, you know. Like my dad said that one time. Like, a reporter asked me, "Well, I screwed your wife too." I apologize, Tiger. I apologize.
Hey, he would go down as a legend. He already is, but.
You don't owe them people no fucking explanation.
Hell no.
But most of them people are asking you that question. Fuck, they're doing their own shit.
Man, you give me
the people that were bitching about Tiger Woods do the same fucking shit.
You give me the amount of money Tiger Woods has, and I promise I'm doing way worse shit than that on the weekends. That's a weekend for me.
Yes,
like that's crazy.
I know.
I looked at it. At least he was just with some women instead of out getting all fucked up doing something else.
Yeah. Well, the point is, Tiger Woods, his legacy is secure. It doesn't matter if he plays again. It doesn't matter if he doesn't. His legacy is secure. So, but that's the only time I ever lost respect for the guy.
Kind of like LeBron James being the GOAT. It's sealed.
It's just sealed deal.
Doesn't matter what. He doesn't have to win a fifth or a sixth. It's just sealed.
He's got to get the full four first.
It was sealed back in like what was it, like 03 or 04.
What's Rob Parker called? Is it the Foat or the Fagoat?
I don't
something
know.
like that.
Rob Parker's the biggest hater.
He has a name for LeBron James for fake goat. It's either like Fagoat or the Foat.
I'm a hater too.
Rob Parker.
It's actually pretty good impression.
But yeah, he hates Tom Brady. He hates LeBron.
He's been saying Tom Brady's done for the last 4 years.
He hates Tom Brady.
One of these fucking years, he's going to get it right.
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
And he's going to be talking all kinds of shit. It's like, dude, you've been saying that for 10 years.
I called it.
Yeah, you called it for the last 10 years, motherfucker. And like you just thought of that shit. Oh, he's going to win. Motherfucker. He hates and then Skip Bayless, he loves Tom Brady. Tom Brady can't do nothing wrong with his fucking eyes.
Skip Bayless.
I mean,
Skip Bayless.
I think Tom Brady is beyond doing anything wrong now at this point. He's in I would consider sport to sport. He's in a better position than Tiger Woods. Tom Brady could do anything he wanted. I don't think anybody. It's forgivable. You know,
he was throwing that trophy on the boats and shit.
Dude, that was awesome.
Dude.
Hey, if you win a Super Bowl and you're by the water like that, that's how you used to have your fucking parade from now on. That was fucking. It was fun to watch.
Yeah,
I used to hate watching Brady win, but like watching him win and do some shit like that. That's what I like to see.
Exactly. Right? It's a show.
Exactly. I like it.
Well,
Brady has fun.
People were bitching about they showed him stumbling off the boat and that guy holding on to him. People were bitching about that. I loved it because it made him look like a normal.
Right.
Normal.
He wanted to actually have some fun.
Yeah.
You get a
tired of
promotion
being
at work.
in front of
You
the camera.
celebrate. You do something big. You celebrate. You have your new baby, you celebrate. I mean, come on, you're celebrating. Yeah. It's a party.
Hell yeah.
Cancel him.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To me, it made him more relatable.
Exactly.
He looked like a normal person.
That's what I'm saying. I'm a Colts fan, and I hated watching Brady
Everybody
win anytime.
Everybody was talking about Tom Brady was going to come to the Colts this year. And I was like, man, I don't know if I could root for the dude. I've rooted against him so many years.
He could never come to the Colts.
I think,
but if he
come to the Colts and won a Super Bowl, I'd be like, Tom Brady, the fucking go.
Yeah.
The fucking go.
Hey, the reports are that they had looked into Tom Brady some, but that Frank Reich was more comfortable with Rivers, so they decided.
What I think Tom Brady honestly needs to do is just go from team to team and just win a Super Bowl for each NFL franchise.
Go to Detroit
until he finishes out his career.
He needs to go to Cleveland or Cincinnati. Or one of them places.
Cleveland might have a chance to win it on their own.
I'm telling
Cleveland
you,
good.
I'll take another place.
Cleveland has upside.
Hey, another place if he could go win it would be Vegas. If you go to the Raiders, win a Super Bowl for Vegas.
I think that might be where Russell Wilson ends up.
I'm hearing probably the Bears.
I wouldn't be shocked if Brady ever wound up in Las Vegas because him and Dana White are like this.
Yeah.
UFC president Dana White, Tom Brady and Dana White are close. So I wouldn't be shocked at all if he went to Vegas.
I wouldn't. Hey, I'd be cool with him going to Vegas.
Is he a free agent this year? Oh, did he sign just 1 year over at Tampa?
I don't know. I don't think so. But I really don't know.
I don't think so. I'm just spitballing.
Yeah. Russell Wilson's going to end up on he's either going to end up on the Saints.
I kind of hate that
the Bears.
See, we ain't got Wentz, and then he's talking about
Las Vegas.
Russell Wilson. He's wanting
Russell Wilson.
He asked for a trade, right?
I go to Vegas.
Exactly.
I go to Vegas.
So
they got a good team.
And the Seahawks could give them Vegas's quarterback. What's his name?
David Carr.
Carr. Yes. Yeah. Carr's not a bad quarterback.
No, Carr's not terrible.
And if Russell Wilson wants to leave, are you going to get a better option than Carr?
Probably not.
The Dolphins just traded for former first-round pick Isaiah Wilson. He would play for the Titans.
Tennessee's another team that I think was a little bit of a disappointment this year. Yeah. I was happy. I was extremely happy, though, that Cleveland did beat Pittsburgh first round of the playoffs.
I know.
So I need a little bit of that justice for that T.Y. Hilton hit.
Skip Bayless is on Twitter celebrating.
I bet he is.
Skip.
Okay. Come on, Skip.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
That's the highest signing bonus in NFL history. Dak Prescott, $66 million.
For Dak Prescott.
Russell Wilson got 65. Rodgers got 57.5. Wow. Stafford was at 50 million. Matt Ryan was 46.5 million. Joe Flacco got $40 million signing bonus.
Joe Flacco.
And Aaron Donald got a $40 million signing bonus.
Man.
That's a big signing bonus for a defensive player.
Good for Dak Prescott, man. That's all I don't see it, but good for him. I'm not a Cowboys fan though, so
you should be happy.
Yeah, I'm not a Cowboys fan either, and I don't think Dak would have got that kind of money from any other team.
No.
I used to actively root against the Cowboys, but over time that shift went to the Steelers. Like the Steelers, the only team I root against. They're slowly fading away from that too.
Steelers, Cowboys.
That's that dude off McAfee show that I told you is awesome at soccer.
Or the Patriots.
He went 3-0 today.
Yeah, I bet he had Chelsea on there. Because I bet on Chelsea today and I won.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You bet on soccer game?
Yeah.
Nice. Those are usually fairly safe.
Yeah. Dude, I like hockey. I've been winning on hockey, dude.
Really?
I bet the under. I'll tease the
hockey. Yeah,
dude, hockey's the shit. Like,
I want to go. Like they say, because I think it's like boring to sit there and just watch. It's like
if you got money on it, it's not too bad.
Well, I'm saying
pretty entertaining shit, really.
This the deal can be worth up to $164 million. The deal includes $66 million signing bonus and $75 million in year one, the most in NFL history. So he's getting all his money in like the first 2 years.
Damn. Well, yeah. Wow. I don't even know what to say to that. Good for
Crazy.
Dak Prescott. Who's his agent, by the way? I need to hire this guy.
Yeah. We need to get a hold of this guy.
They say the guy's a great age. I can't remember his
It's
name.
got to be to
Gotta
get
be.
that kind of deal.
It's got to be LeBron's agent.
Probably. It's probably LeBron. Probably LeBron.
It's probably
It probably is
the,
LeBron. I mean, he can't be the GOAT in basketball, so he might as well be the best agent, right?
He's the best at every damn thing he does.
All right, there's a
I
question.
don't know about everything. There is some things I
LeBron for president. No, I'm just playing.
fuck LeBron for president. But the motherfuckers that go at the basketball court.
Fuck LeBron.
Fuck LeBron for president.
Hey, this guy on here says that Joe Burrow is greater than Dak Prescott.
Oh shit.
Joe
You believe
Burrow.
that? What do you think? You think Joe Burrow? Who would you rather have on your team right now, Joe Burrow or Dak Prescott?
Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow.
That's what I think too. I'd take Joe Burrow over Dak.
I mean, we
Right
haven't
now, I
even. He showed a lot of potential, man.
Oh,
And
dude.
that's Dak Prescott's pretty much who he is.
That's what I think. I think
And-
I think Dallas is going to regret it in a couple of years because I don't think he's going to be able to lead them to the Super Bowl.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
The only chance they really had was that year that Rodgers knocked them out of the playoffs.
Yep.
My opinion, anyway.
See, sometimes you gotta sit back and think: are they going to lead us to a Super Bowl?
Right.
And I do not think that about Carson Wentz.
Dak is now the second highest paid QB in NFL history.
My only argument against that would be they did win one already with the Eagles. I kind of get it, but is he going to lead the Colts to the Super Bowl? No.
Who?
Carson Wentz.
Yeah, he is. Year two. This year we're gonna make it. This year we're gonna make it to the AFC Championship game. Next season we're gonna win the Super Bowl.
We should have beat Buffalo this year.
Yeah, we should.
That was bad coaching.
Dude, we
I don't
could've-
even blame Phillip Rivers for
No.
that.
We could have been in the AFC Championship game this year.
Yeah, missing extra
I mean, it's-
points, going for stupid 2-point
Yeah.
conversions.
Carson Wentz has got to be as good as Phillip Rivers, but
But and he can move. That's
and he
what
can,
I mean,
he's a little more mobile.
yeah.
I'm just hoping he didn't want to play for Philadelphia. I'm just hoping
I-
that's why at the beginning of the year.
I think that's what
I'm hoping.
I think that's a bunch of it too. But look, dude, you come to work every day and have to walk by a fucking trophy of a guy that was your backup, a backup quarterback that put a trophy out in front of the fucking stadium because he won him a Super Bowl. You got to walk by that every day and look at it, knowing you had nothing to do with that Super
True.
Bowl. Yeah, you got a fucking ring, but you were standing there watching a backup fucking take your job, and get all the fans on his side.
But I still give him credit for winning games during the season to get him there.
Oh yeah,
I still give him some credit.
Yeah, if it wasn't for him winning all them games, they wouldn't have been in the playoffs.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
He was having an MVP season that year,
Yeah.
too. He was. Hopefully,
Was it him?
I think Reich's going to get. I think Reich and them are going to get him back into form. He's never had an offense. If we get an offensive tackle, he'll be good because he's never had an offensive line like ours. Indianapolis is a lot better offensive line than Philadelphia has,
Yeah.
and a better defense.
That's true. That's why I kind of got hope, but I don't know.
I feel like quarterbacks are like our main missing piece that we're actually missing.
You think Houston is going to end up trading Watson?
I almost wish the Colts would have snagged him.
They damn near have to.
They say that they're not even answering phone calls about it.
Yeah.
Like they want to keep him that
Yeah.
much.
They're saying they're gonna make him sit out this year. As of right now, that's what they're saying.
Yeah.
Like if
Either
he
he-
don't want to play, then he's gonna sit out.
Wow.
And he'll lose like 120 million or something.
Which, hey, I mean,
Man.
shit. But I think they should try to, because Houston is in complete rebuild mode. So maybe
Yeah.
they could trade him and get some shit.
That's the one thing that works in
A
the
lot of
Colts'
people-
favor too.
A lot of people think he's
Right.
going to end up in Miami.
I heard, yeah, I
Or
heard
the
Miami.
Bears.
I heard the Jets too.
Yeah.
Miami wouldn't be bad.
Shit, warm
Now,
weather.
who would you rather have? Though? Say the Jets end up getting rid of Sam Darnold. Would you rather have Sam Darnold or Carson Wentz?
Ooh.
I say
Carson Wentz.
I say Carson Wentz,
Yeah, Carson Wentz
Yeah, 'cause I
definitely.
actually-
Carson wins.
and for one reason,
But-
I've seen Carson Wentz look like a
Right.
elite quarterback in the NFL before.
Mhm.
I haven't seen that from Sam Darnold.
But Sam Darnold never had a team like that Eagles team.
Yeah, it's true.
No, that's true. That's true.
That's
But,
the only thing that makes it.
Yeah,
hard.
but I also heard Sam Darnold say on the sideline that he was
I'm
seeing
seeing-
fucking ghosts.
I know it.
I mean,
That's true.
I don't want my quarterback seeing fucking ghosts.
Who just saw UFOs?
Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield's out here fucking UFO hunter.
Did you see that tweet that Tom Brady put out? Colin Cowherd went on a big old rant about how he didn't want his quarterback seeing UFOs and shit. You know how Colin does.
Oh yeah.
What?
Tom Brady put out a tweet and said, "How do you know I haven't seen a UFO, Colin?"
Colin Cowherd.
Tom Brady. That's just his sense of humor,
Yeah.
dude. He's just fucking with him. But Baker's different, dude. I mean, I
Hey,
like Baker.
Hey,
but-
Aaron Rodgers said that he's seen a UFO. And there was somebody else.
Yeah, but
there was
it's kind of
somebody
cool
else,
when
too.
Aaron Rodgers says it.
Hey, Baker can get you some insurance.
That's true.
He's just cheesy to me. I don't know what it
them,
is.
them commercials when he's in the book club.
Yeah.
He don't seem like a bad dude though.
Nah, he likes to have fun.
Yeah.
Hey,
He seems like he'd be like a cool dude to hang out with.
yeah.
I have respect for him because he went from walked on at 2 colleges to the number 1 pick in the draft. That's fucking crazy.
And he played pretty good this year. I didn't
Yeah.
think he would
No, he played better
do
this
any.
year.
I thought he was literally going to get pulled this
No,
year.
he played
at
better.
the beginning of the season.
He played decent this year.
He
I
did.
almost feel
He had
like-
his moments.
They probably need to just go ahead and pull OBJ because it seemed like they were doing
think
better
they
without
are.
him.
Have you seen any of this fan controlled football?
I haven't seen any. I've seen like clips of it and stuff, but I've never watched it.
I think it's on Twitch or something.
Yeah, Johnny Manziel's playing in it.
And
Wow.
Josh Gordon.
Yeah.
Josh Gordon scored a touchdown yesterday in it.
Did he?
He just got released by the Seahawks and he's playing in it.
Really?
It's pretty
It's
cool.
like a-
It's way different.
I think it's like a 50-yard field or something.
Okay. So it's almost like arena football, kind of.
yeah, it's
Shorter field.
It's
It's
got
something
some
about
crazy rules.
the fans can can
The
control
fans
play
are the ones that
calls
pick
or
the
something.
plays
Yeah.
and stuff like that for
Really?
the run.
Wow.
I think
That's interesting.
it's on one of them streamings. Is it Twitch that's on?
I think that's what I've
I
seen.
can't
it
remember
on,
for
but
sure. I haven't watched
I
any
haven't
of it
watched
yet. I've
it.
heard about
Oh,
it.
I've heard
Okay, so
about
it's
it.
like funded by Twitch and a lot of those.
Probably.
Yeah, but I can't
Other
remember.
sources.
Yeah, by one of them.
Like
Okay.
the extra point is like they put like a football on like a table or something, and then it's a 1-on-1 route. It's like one-on-1 receiver, and then the fucking corner, and you just got to get it into him. That's like the extra point. It's pretty crazy.
Oh, wow.
I haven't
It's
watched it.
interesting.
I haven't
but-
watched any of it. I've heard some talk about it, but
I really think the NFL needs to take a long look at doing something with the extra point.
Yeah.
I think they need to do like 1 point, move 10 yards back, 2 points, move, the further back,
Well,
or some kind of.
I think
Well, when they
need to
moved it back to the
change.
25, I thought it
I
like
think
that's
they-
already improved. I thought they like.
I think they
I
need to
liked
change
it.
the onside kick.
Yeah, because
It's pretty much impossible, but it happens.
Why not go back to the old rules on the onside kick, but keep the new rules for the
targeting
for the
and
kickoff?
Yeah, well, another one.
Onside kick. They're wanting to talk about doing where you get one play on fourth and 15, but I don't like that. I don't think 15 yards is far enough. I think if you're going to do that, it has to be like at least 20 yards, maybe 25. You can't make it real easy. And 4th and 15 isn't. I mean,
That comes up quite a bit. That's like
it's not. I mean, that's not. It has to be more than 15 yards.
One they
I
got to
think.
fix the most.
What,
Go ahead.
Oh no. So what'd you say again?
They're talking about I forget what team it is, but proposed the rule where for onside kick, instead of doing an onside kick, you get one play.
Oh,
and it
4th
would-
and
And
15.
it would be like 4th and 15.
Okay.
And if you convert, you get the ball. If you don't, that team gets the
I
ball.
say
there.
4th and 20.
That's what I think. I think it has to be at least 20.
I would
fi-
make it 4th and 20 on that, but that's just.
That's
And I don't
I
even
think
like
it
that.
didn't really-
I don't even
I
like
don't-
that. I don't like taking the kicker out
I
of the
think
game.
it would actually even
No.
have to be 25. I think you'd have to
Yeah,
be more
maybe
like-
25.
But see,
I think-
I don't even like that.
But I think
you
the
should- I
onside
think
kick is an art.
I think you should have the kicker
Yeah.
in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the onside kick.
I kind of do too,
Just
man.
change the rules back to the old rules on the onside kick part and leave the new rules for everything else. Let them be able to shift around some and
I think the onside
make it
kick
possible.
is just right. Like I don't think it should happen often, but it should be there. It's when it happens that's what makes it so exciting.
Well,
because
even
it's so rare.
even in the old rules, it was still rare to happen, but now it's almost impossible.
Yeah.
It didn't happen much under the old rules where they recovered it. At least you had a chance.
Yeah.
The one I want to see get fixed more than anything is the overtime. And I don't want to see games end in ties.
No.
I think they need to get rid of that.
Yeah,
They got to have
that's
some kind of
terrible.
tiebreaker. or have a kickoff or something instead of doing a tie. But I think they should go to college overtime rules.
Yeah, I agree.
Instead of starting on the 25-yard line, they should start on the 35.
Yeah.
And each team gets a chance, and whoever comes out with the more points in a round gets the win. That fixes the overtime situation. None of this during the season you kick a field goal, you win, but in the playoffs you don't. I don't like changing the rules because it's the postseason.
Yeah, I like that, but I think it should be go to the 40.
About 40?
Just because the kickers.
Just because the
so much
kickers. That way
Yeah.
they at least almost
That's
have
true.
to get
You almost have to get a first down.
Yeah.
The
Right.
40. Yeah, I agree.
because you have some kickers that can almost hit it from
Right.
from the
right
35.
where
Yeah.
they start at. Just, kick
Yeah.
a field goal and hope for the best. Try to play
but
defense.
no, I like that idea, but yeah, I'd go like it maybe at the 40.
I start further back than college does, but whoever scores
I
higher
guess
round wins the game.
I guess they're going to do. Are talking about doing the instant replay, kind of like the XFL done it, where they had a sky judge, and they would look at it and we'll be able to see, and then they'll send it down to the referee.
Oh.
The instant replay for XFL worked real good. It was cool because the guy was basically there with a fucking Xbox controller, and he'd rewind the game, fast forward to get to it, zoom in on it, get all different angles, and he was telling the referees what he was seeing, and then he'd tell the referee, "No, that looks good. Staying with the call." And then referee, the fans got to see all of it. You got to see him watch.
Yeah.
You got to see him watch it and what
Well,
he was talking about and everything. It was cool.
I'd like to see something.
You got to
like
see
that.
how they come to that decision, even if you didn't agree with it. At least you got to see how they came.
I
to it.
want to see how they came to the decision.
So I guess NFL's talking about going to that, having that sky judge like that. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, because they could call holding and other stuff on every
Yeah.
freaking call.
Oh,
That's the problem,
Remember that Colts and Green Bay game this year? Like 5 holding calls, and was that Colts playing Green Bay?
Yep.
It's like they were trying to get Green Bay to win the game or something.
We had
I'm like,
5 or 6
A lot
holding
of
calls in a
sketchy shit.
row.
You call holding on every single play that's ran in the NFL.
I know.
There's some kind of holding that happens
I
on
don't
every
care.
single
I
play.
had never seen a team get called for it
5 in a row.
5 in a row like that.
That was
5
absolutely
fucking plays
crazy.
in a row.
Yeah.
If the Colts would have lost that game,
I probably would have had to buy a new fucking TV.
Hell yeah.
oh shit!
Me, Brandon, and Stevie would have been pissed.
Oh, we were having a meltdown already.
Yeah.
The refs like to. I don't care what nobody says. The refs like to be part of the game.
Oh yeah.
They can. People can act like they don't, but they got egos and they like to make the game winning call.
We can't forget the world famous was at Tampa Bay and Atlanta game where they marked it down and the ref goes up there and it's like, oh no, and like moved it forward like a foot and a half to make it like right on the first down. I'm like, what the hell was that?
What was that?
And nobody ever even mentioned it or
No.
nothing.
Well, the announcer did.
Yeah.
He said one thing about it, but I'm sitting here watching this. I'm like, and then they go back and watch the replay. You could clearly see the dude go down.
Yes.
Like in the elbow.
wasn't
balls
even
here.
close.
You could clearly had a view of it, and it was just I don't get it. It's kind of goofy, but I don't trust refs in any sport
No.
really. So.
I don't either. Not after seeing shit like that.
That's why you got to try to stay away from rules that have a gray area because that gives the referees too much control.
It's just
When you can see a rule 3 or 4 different ways and come up to it's
just
good,
like the
draw.
NBA. They're soft as
fuck.
hell.
Dude,
right
it's
now
ter-
for
the
You only,
everything.
you only have to touch them and they'll call a foul, and then they'll wait to see if the ball goes in or not before they call the foul.
Montrezl Harrell got teed up for yelling "and one" after he made an "and one." They teed his ass up just for yelling "and one."
Oh yeah,
like,
that's
what?
crazy.
The NFL had a few years like that too. You know, those when they started calling it the No Fun League, they went in and started. Anytime anybody celebrated any kind of celebration in the end zone, they were throwing flags for excessive celebration, and then they finally
Now they got
Yeah,
they got a whole routine they're gonna do.
I
love it.
But that's what I
love
want. I want to be entertained.
Yes.
Like I'm watching you to entertain me, man. You're gonna start flagging these guys for excessive celebration.
Yeah.
Come on.
Jason Whitlock tweeted out, "Did Jerry Jones make a mistake paying Dak $40+ million?" And right now, 48% of the people said hell yes. 27% people say yes, and not at all says 25%.
Hey man,
Hey, you're worth what you can get somebody to pay.
exactly. That's exactly right. Good on him.
Jerry Jones fucking took a little too much medicine today.
Was he hanging out with Jim Irsay?
Yeah.
Must have been.
I don't know, man.
Damn.
Good for old Dak Prescott.
LeBron has this. I guess has a video. No, what is this video? Is it
Did you
LeBron?
misspeak? Did you mean to say the GOAT?
Who's LeBron?
It's not Jordan, it's LeBron.
No, they showed this video. Skip Bayless put this, said how effortlessly impressive was that reverse slam LeBron just pulled off. But then he goes, yeah, he never had the guts to do a single dunk contest.
But once you're at a certain superstar status,
you
don't do that kind of stuff. It's like watching the WWE Brawl for All, and people were like, why ain't Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock and all the big stars doing that? Why the hell would the biggest stars in the company risk going out there and get knocked out in front of everybody? I mean, if I'm LeBron, I'm not doing shit. You know, why? I'm going out there to play. You know, I'm the best player in the league. I'm not. Yeah, fuck that. I'm not doing a single dunk contest.
It's literally like it'd be unfair.
I wasn't saying it would be unfair. I'm just saying if I'm LeBron, you know, you're already the biggest star in the league. What do you got to prove?
Right.
He
barely even played in the All-Star game.
Yeah.
He said from day one that he would never do a dunk competition.
Yeah. See, people can't hate on him for it. So
because he knew he would. He knew.
Like LeBron
Now his beginning
win a dunk contest, he would win. He would have done
don't
one
get me
minute.
wrong, it would have been unfair from probably from 2008 to probably 2012. Probably been unfair.
Well, even Jordan only done them when he was younger.
yeah, when first few years in the league.
Jordan's dunks was like LeBron's dunks when he was in high school.
Oh, shit.
When LeBron first started dunking back in middle school, Jordan just wishes he could dunk that good.
Yeah, he watches LeBron's high school film and just wonders.
Watches
how
those
he could-
All
highlights.
right.
He just wants to be LeBron in high school.
All right. Hey, that's enough. The show's starting to turn into fucking Skip Bayless. We're
just saying.
Not Skip Bayless.
Just saying all LeBron's
We're gonna
highlights. The
start
reason
talk-
why it's got 1 million views
We're gonna-
is because Jordan's watched it like
We're
a
gonna
million times.
The only reason it has 1 million views is
we're gonna be
because
like that fucking
views
show
exist on the internet
start
now.
about-
People pay
just talk
attention to
about-
that. If it was Jordan, it would have had 16 billion views.
Are we just gonna talk about LeBron James every day, like some other shows?
It's only right.
You gonna show up? You gonna show up one day with a goat head?
Yes. If I could get a go head, I would wear it. I'd get a LeBron jersey just like Shannon Sharp and the goat head, and I would wear it.
Oh my God.
I mean, it'd be disrespectful not to
Right.
mention the GOAT in every episode. I mean, just
We even watch sports for it.
disrespectful.
If you're not watching LeBron James.
I'm glad Chris and I talk about Michael Jordan so much then.
Hey,
What?
you guys could, but
Who's the best player in the league this year?
this year,
Oh,
Who do you think the best player in the league this year?
That's a tough one.
Honestly, it is because it's kind of.
There's probably 3 or 4 guys that you could really.
I say Kevin Durant.
well, he just hasn't played enough for me. If he played enough, I would say Kevin Durant.
And after that, it's hard because Steph is having a fucking awesome season.
Dame Lillard.
Lillard's having a good season.
Dame Lillard.
Yeah, I got to agree with
Dame
Stevie
Lillard
on
ain't
that
shit.
one. Now, I only agree with Stevie on this one in spirit because every time Stevie goes up and throws a strike at the bowling alley, that's what he says when he walks back. So he's all
Dame time.
Dame
Time.
Dame time.
That's what when I walk up in the 10th frame, all I'm thinking to myself is Dame time.
You ever listen to his music?
I've heard of a couple little samples.
One year, was it last year that he performed at the All-Star game at halftime or before the game or something?
Yeah.
Dame don't
Do you
get enough
remember when
credit.
did you
What is it,
ever
Dame
hear
Dollar or
did you ever hear the raps where
Dame
him
Dollar.
and Shaq were going back and forth with diss tracks on each other?
Shaq.
No.
Him and Shaq were
Oh,
going
man.
on diss tracks back and forth on each other about a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago. Oh yeah, they were pretty
We'll have
funny.
to listen to that one day.
I still remember when
We'll
Chris
play it
and I
on
were
here one
young
day.
and
Yeah,
Shaq
we
was
can
trying
connect.
to rap.
We can connect Bluetooth and play them.
Yeah.
Remember when Shaq was trying to rap back in the 90s?
Oh, yeah.
Man.
He signed a record deal and everything, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, he was like big time. Like
Yeah,
he had to
he-
put 2 albums out and everything. He had a song with Nate Dogg and
Then he done a couple goofy movies. What was it, Shazam or
Kazam.
something? Kazam.
Oh, Steel.
Dude, see, I always
You know what
remember.
movie I liked him in? Blue Chips.
Blue Chips. Yeah, Blue Chips.
I
yeah.
like Blue Chips.
Blue
And he-
Chips.
He was in that. That was when he was younger. That was good.
He was in the. He made an appearance in the. You remember the Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre movie, the Car Wash or whatever.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Wash. I love that
Wash.
fucking movie, dude.
And he's in.
he's that girl's boyfriend or brother or something.
Oh, Shaq's funnier than hell, dude. When he, Grown Ups.
That's definitely one
Yeah.
dude
He's
that
I'd
police
love to
officer.
meet
He's that police officer.
one time is Shaq.
Shaq,
I'd love to.
yeah.
I'd love to just beat him.
Is he wrestling in AEW now? I read something about that he was going to do a match.
Dude,
he went in there and was like,
he was a table. Yeah,
he went through a table last Wednesday.
Damn, should have watched that.
It was pretty good.
This dude has done literally everything.
I'll give him credit. That segment was a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
Oh man,
it was good.
AEW does some really good stuff. They're very hit and miss though.
That pay-per-view last night was terrible.
Oh, sucks.
Terrible.
Damn. Hey, Shaq's a win though for them.
Yeah,
Shaq's an entertaining dude.
Shaq wasn't on the pay-per-view last night.
Right.
Yeah,
he's got too much going on.
They need to have him and Big Show.
They had a ladder match with Cody
Big
Rhodes.
Show's in AEW.
I think they did have some.
And that ladder match was sloppy.
Yeah.
Then they tried to do that where they had barbed wire around the ring,
exploding barbed wire.
And that fucked the barbed wire. It was exploding before the guy ever hit it. He was throwing him into it, and he got about a foot from it, and it would explode, and then he hit the ropes.
Oh man!
I mean, it was just terrible. It almost looked like Bubba, what's his name, Bully Ray on Busted Open said. Almost looked like an independent show.
Bad production.
Yeah, it was just.
Well, that's just the risk you take when you have one of those over gimmicked matches. I think.
And that Tony Khan, he promoted it too much. Said he had a Hall of Fame worthy star that they just signed that was going to come out, and he had all these people thinking it was like Lesnar or somebody like that. Well, then it was Christian, which is good. That's a great sign. That's a great sign for AEW.
Former world champ.
But he was hyping it up so much, he overhyped it. People was expecting more than they were mad that it was Christian.
Yeah.
But no, Christian's a good
I used
get.
to whoop Christian's ass and fucking No Mercy back in the day.
Mercy.
Hey,
whoop his ass.
Christian's a good get.
I still pull that game out and play it on the
is.
64 from time to time. I love that game.
That is a classic game.
The only person I ever hate playing against is X-Pac.
Big
Show. Sidewinder kicks and shit.
Hey, Big Show.
Ring the fucking bell.
Big Show went to AEW.
Didn't Big Show and Shaq have like a moment?
They did like the Andre the Giant memorial thing. Yeah, the Battle Royal or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, Big Show just signed with AEW, going under his regular name, Paul White.
Paul White, yeah. Well, he was originally, when he first came to WWE, they just called him Paul White. And then he became the Big Show.
Because in WCW, wasn't the Giant?
Because they were booking him like he was Andre the Giant's son coming back for revenge on Hulk Hogan. Yeah, dude, Stevie, mid-90s wrestling was the corniest shit. The Mantar, you remember the Mantar from the mid-90s? And Erwin R. Shyster, IRS.
Oh, yeah, IRS.
Come out with a fucking briefcase.
Oh, yeah.
Saying he's going to audit you and shit. Like,
that's good shit.
I know, bro. Everybody hates the IRS.
Hey, is IRS, isn't that the Fiend's dad? Isn't that Bray Wyatt's dad?
It's Bray Wyatt's dad, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's crazy. Rotundus, yeah. Yep.
Bray Wyatt's awesome, dude.
I couldn't believe it when I found that out because I always liked Bray Wyatt's character, and they said that was Mike Rotunda's son. I'm like, IRS? That's IRS's son? I loved IRS.
And Bray Wyatt's awesome, dude.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I need to get back into watching some WWE.
You would definitely like Bray Wyatt.
I've been watching a lot of NXT on Wednesday nights. It's been pretty good.
I've seen some of that just over here watching Pat McAfee on there and shit.
Hey, Pat McAfee made a good debut.
Hell
yeah, he did.
Rookie of the year.
Yeah, he's been going crazy about that.
So who do you think's gonna win the Stipe and Francis Ngannou fight?
I think Stipe is gonna win.
So do I. I think it'll look a lot like the first one.
That's what I think.
I think he'll take him down and beat him up on the ground.
I think the only way Ngannou is going to beat him is if he has to knock him out.
Yeah. Well, Stipe did trade with him the first time they fought. Man, I'm not trading with that dude. The way he knocks people out.
That dude's he's still a firefighter and stuff.
Yeah.
Stipe?
Yep.
Cleveland, Ohio.
Cleveland. So you think he'll win?
I do.
Yeah, I think he'll win again. He beat him the last time. And that Ngannou, people go out there and try to strike with him. And
I want him to...
Has he fought Lewis?
Yeah, they fought. And Lewis beat him by split decision, but apparently it was one of the worst fights in history. Like, neither one of them had the guts to swing at each other, and they just kind of danced around, and Lewis beat him by split decision.
It was terrible.
It was right after he fought Stipe and took a beating, so he was real tentative.
But no, Lewis knocked the hell out of that dude the other day at the uppercut.
Why don't he get a title shot?
He probably could, but the problem is John Jones is pretty much guaranteed the next title shot.
Lewis knocked the fuck out of him with that uppercut.
I think they should do that Derek Lewis and Alexander Volkov rematch.
I want him to do McGregor and Diaz 3.
They're talking about doing Poirier and McGregor 3, but I'm like, Poirier just knocked this dude out.
They was hoping McGregor would win, and then they could try to talk Khabib into fighting McGregor again.
Yeah.
But dude, the one that
Dude, Khabib's still fighting.
According to Dana White.
There's three
There's
Khabib,
three of them in
There's
there.
3 Khabibs.
hey McGregor,
Yeah.
His clones.
McGregor and Diaz, McGregor and Diaz broke pay-per-view records both times. Why not do a third fight?
Yeah.
If the dude looks like Khabib, you put your money on him.
Do not fight this
Any dude you ever see in the UFC that looks like Khabib,
Anybody.
Put $100 on him right now.
put 100 on him.
The one, I can't remember the guy's name, but I needed them to win by the other night. I needed them to win by decision. Winning the fight the whole time, and then with like 10 seconds left, this motherfucker submits the guy. I need him to win by any way but submission.
Oh,
He had to win either
yes.
by TKO, knockout, or points. Like 10 seconds left, he gets the damn submission. Dude taps out. Like, fuck.
I need a Nunez to win by TKO or KO, and she went for the fucking
gets a
submission.
Only her second submission she's
Yep.
ever got.
Well, she was
Welcome
beating
to
the
my
dog
world.
crap out of the other girl, and then all of a sudden she just...
No, dude,
She could have just kept hitting her, and he would have called it.
we ended up sitting right in here and watching the UFC pay-per-view the other night.
Man.
We had it on the TV right
Yeah,
here.
if I would have done the parlay bet I wanted to do, I would have lost because I kept thinking about it and I just didn't do it. And I would have picked that Thiago Santos to win, and he ended up getting beat. Did you watch the prelims? Oh, you watched Kenny fight.
Yeah, we
What a-
watched.
I think it was like the second or third one on the prelims, and 2 big light heavyweights. I don't think I can pronounce either one of their names, but that one was beating the crap out of that dude for like a round and a half, ended up getting knocked out right at the end of the second round with that nasty hook.
I think so.
Oh,
I think I remember that.
I remember
sick.
that. I think that was the one when they just turned it back over there from the Big Ten championships.
Yeah.
They had the Big Ten wrestling championships on all weekend.
Oh, how'd that go down?
Nick Lee lost in the finals to
Who did?
Ironman from Iowa
Oh, yeah.
by 1 point.
Oh, okay. It's competitive.
That dude's tough. Man.
Mason Paris got his ass whooped,
By Gable. Oh,
like 11-3 or 9-3, something like that. He put it on him. There were some good matches. I watched all 3 rounds.
now, isn't that Gable Stevenson originally from Indiana, and then he like moved to Minnesota or something?
I think so.
I'd heard that somebody say that at one time.
I'm pretty sure. I think Scotty Evans used to wrestle
Oh shit!
I bet that was close.
when we had that dual meet,
Scotty.
them elementary duels. Remember we had that elementary duels team and stuff.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure that Scotty wrestled him before.
Man.
I have to ask my dad because I think he was from like northern Indiana.
Yeah,
if I
up
remember
near
right.
Portage.
Yep,
I believe so.
pretty sure.
That Mason Paris was apparently a hell of a football player in high school.
Yeah,
and I guess he chose to wrestle in college.
Yeah,
a lot of people were shocked by that.
he had a lot of colleges after him for football.
There was an article on Indiana, Matt, the other day that was talking about he was interested in going to the WWE after college. You know how they like to recruit college wrestlers. Yeah, he wants to be a pro wrestler,
Dude,
apparently.
he should do it.
Yeah, I would.
There's been talk that Daniel Cormier is going to do something with WWE.
I knew they offered
He's
him.
doing something.
Yeah, I knew they offered him some money at one time for a color commentator role, but he ended up staying with the
He
UFC.
does a great job at
Yeah, he
that.
does.
Him and Joe Rogan are good
Yeah.
together. And even that is it Anik that's with them.
John Anik.
I don't care. I mean, I think he's pretty good too. But Rogan and Cormier are good together.
Yeah. Rogan's a man. He's funny as hell.
I always love how he gets so excited about stuff during the fight. Oh yeah, it's like oh you like jump back a little bit. You're like oh man, come on.
I thought it was funny when they thought they were going to cancel Joe Rogan.
Oh. Oh God.
You're not canceling Joe Rogan.
You can't cancel Joe Rogan. He's got too big of a fan base.
Joe Rogan cancels you.
He's been around forever.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Anything else coming up on the breaking news?
No, not yet. Some people complaining about the AEW pay-per-view.
Not too shocked there. Pro wrestling fans, that's what they do best.
Oh yeah. People defending the signing of Christian, WrestleMania stuff, Dak Prescott.
$164 million.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
Just wow.
He ain't worth it. No, I'm just playing. I hope he does good.
I don't, because I'd prefer to see the Cowboys lose.
I'm the same way.
I'm the same way.
It don't matter to me. I guess.
I'm a hater.
I'll never root for. Yeah, I'll never root for the Cowboys. Never have.
Never.
And that's like the only team really too.
No, them and the Patriots.
The
Well,
Steelers.
and the Cubs. I don't
the
root for the
Steelers.
Cubs.
Oh, come on, man. The Cubs?
I'm a Reds fan.
Oh, well. That's true.
Reds fucked up. Not keeping Bauer.
Yeah,
Well, that's what I'm saying.
they couldn't.
He was.
It was going to be
we
hard to
needed-
keep
They
him,
couldn't.
though.
They couldn't pay
know
Bauer
they
what the
couldn't
Dodgers
pay
was
him.
gonna pay him.
But I feel like you do everything in your power to keep him because he's what?
They made him a good offer.
He's
Yeah.
yeah. He was your.
I'm ready for Hunter Green.
I've been waiting. I've been ready for him.
That the dude who throws real
He's
hard.
been throwing like 103.
Holy shit.
The other day in that spring training game, he was painting the corners too at 102 miles an hour.
Dude he
It was
throws hard.
crazy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy. But anyway, we're gonna get out of here. Thanks for watching Gonzo Sports Room. Check us out on social media. You can find us on YouTube at Gonzalo or YouTube/Gonzalo Sports. And I'll get the other social media out to you guys real soon. Thanks. Peace.
Thanks for watching, guys.